Bandage Priest is actually the strongest priest deck right now, but it's definitely not easy to make the most out of it. So in this video I'm gonna try and give you a quick guide about it, talk about mulligans, win rates, and tips you need to know, so you can be doing well with, as well as against this deck. Hope you find the video helpful, and if you do, a like and subscribe would be great, but now let's get into it.
You are not prepared!
Bandage Priest definitely is not an easy deck and is far from your typical fundamental Hearthstone gameplay, because you are essentially a combo deck with a few control tools. You do need quite a lot of setup to make this deck work, but once you get the hang of it, it is actually a little bit easier. And it did take me a few games to actually get the hang of it, so hold tight, give it a few games, and then start blasting. Obviously the main combo with this thing would be with the Wilted Shadow, and you do usually need a couple of these guys if the opponent is full health or has armor, but in some cases you could even take out the opponent with a single one of these. The way you do that is because of this guy's silly mechanic. Whenever you heal an enemy, this thing attacks it. It also has lifesteal, by the way, so if you're in a pinch for health, you could be using this guy for a little bit of healing. And the best way to be using this guy is comboed off with the Careless Caretaker's 0 mana bandages, but also something a lot of people don't realize is the Critter Caretaker also allows this guy to be slapping face. So if you've done something like a sticky Resuscitate and the opponent doesn't clear the 1 mana Critter Caretaker, this thing is gonna go face 1 extra time, which is something I actually didn't realize for quite a while myself when I was facing this deck. Another very important thing is this guy actually attacks before the healing goes through, even though it says whenever you heal an enemy this attacks it, and by healing an enemy this means you actually gave the enemy health back. No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't care if the opponent is full health, it's still gonna go face. And also, if the opponent is on let's say 6 health and you heal him with a 0 mana free bandage, it's not gonna heal him back to 9 and then attack him for 6. No, it's gonna attack him for 6 and then not heal him because he dead. And he doesn't need healing anymore, he needs reviving. Which is honestly weirdly worded, like it literally should say after you heal an enemy, or I don't even know, like you're not even healing half the time. Like I said, even if the enemy is full health, you're still actually gonna slap him. So it is a little bit weirdly worded, but you definitely need to know that it works the way I just said. Going through the cards, we do have a couple of 1-drops in here, Catch of the Day being the best one you could be getting out of your trusty fishing rod, and you could also be getting it out of Resuscitate for a lot of extra removal. The Critter Caretaker is also decent. It's not something you are going to be looking for too much in your early game, by the way. You would probably be better off throwing this guy back in the pond and trying to get yourself some better stuff to do. And turn 1, usually you don't even care about playing much of anything. You could still play the Catch of the Day, but the Critter Caretaker, don't actually hold on to it, just play it if you top deck it in most cases, but usually you're looking for some better things. Holy Smite is also in here. This is a holy spell, so you could activate something like Grave Dawn to be costing 2 less for you, which could be cool. And it's also one of your few removal tools in here, with which you could be stabilizing the game somewhat. Power Word Shield is another cheap holy spell with which you're going to be cycling through your deck. Anoyotron is your only 2-drop in here, which is super good if you get into your Resuscitate, but a lot of the times this guy will be eluding you. Bird Watching is super good in here. A lot of the time you will be using this to be getting yourself the Careless Crafter, maybe the Anoyotron, and sometimes you could also be using it for the Wilted Shadow, but definitely don't get baited into thinking this is something you should always be using for Wilted Shadow. In some games it could be worth it, but in most cases when the going gets tough, usually you're going to be winning with a double Rest in Peace for a couple of Wilted Shadows that way, or a Wilted Shadow plus 1 Rest in Peace if you didn't get both of them. So yeah, what I'm trying to say is buffing up Wilted Shadow with the Bird Watching is not the most important thing in the world, even though if you actually buff it twice, it could actually be meaningful damage. The Thriven Shadow is pretty decent. With this you could be getting all sorts of different things. A lot of the time you will be looking for Resuscitate, however, because that would be absolutely MVP for you on turn 5 or 6, but you could be using it for all sorts of other things like I said. The Careless Crafter, one of the most important minions in the deck, if not the most important, right after Wilted Shadow that is, and this way you're gonna get yourself so many extra bandages, and this is the only 3-drop you want to be getting out of your Resuscitate. You do still run Chill and Vol'jin in here, but if the situation is literally not life and death, you do not want to be playing Chill and Vol'jin before you've played yourself Resuscitate with Careless Crafter, because that's a 50-50 you don't want to be taking. Getting Reborn on this basically gives you 4 extra bandages that way, which is absolutely huge, and this is the reason why you could actually be somewhat careless with your first few bandages, using them to maybe stabilize with Wilted Shadow, maybe just heal your minions for better value trades, or maybe just heal just for the sake of removing something from your hand, because hand size issues with this deck definitely do happen. The Rest in Peace is mainly in here just for the Wilted Shadow double up combo. That would be the best thing you could be using it for, but if the going gets tough and you think you're gonna get by with a single Rest in Peace, maybe you can use one for a second or third Sleepy Resident, which could buy you an extra turn. Using it for an extra Careless Crafter, I guess, could also hold merit in certain cases, but 9 times out of 10, you're just gonna want double Wilted Shadow out of this guy, or heck, even single Wilted Shadow sometimes might get the job done if you've chipped the opponent long enough. The trusty Fishing Rod is gonna be fishing out your good 1-drops, and you have 2 of these and only 4 1-drops, so the second one usually is always gonna be empty for you, as long as you've curved out somewhat normally. The Grave Dawn's gonna help you with tons of card draw. The Sleepy Resident is absolutely huge, and this way you basically cockblock the opponent's board completely, unless they have things like Charge and such, to follow through after they've banged out this guy through, but all around he is a very, very huge line of defense for you. Resuscitate is also huge in here. The 1-drops you will be getting are either Catch of the Day or Critter Caretaker, and both could be nice depending on the situation. Like with this guy you basically have 6 damage rush, with this guy you have a sticky extra way to Wilted Shadow the opponent's face, so both do hold merit here and there. You only can get single Anoyotrons in here, you only should get 3 mana Careless Caretakers out of the Resuscitate, but like I said, Chill and Vol'jin could mess up your plan if you've played him prematurely. You have a single copy of Repackaging here, which can definitely save you for a turn or two, but it is quite expensive, so that's why we only have a single copy of this. And last but not least, we do have the Wilted Shadows, with which you could be doing tons and tons of damage. If you just play a single vanilla Wilted Shadow and use a few bandages, a single bandage would technically be dealing 3 damage per, but like I said, the damage does happen first, so if the opponent is at something like 9 health total, playing this guy plus a couple of bandages is actually lethal. You could also be going face with the help of your hero power, you could be going face with this thing with the Critter Caretaker, and that's really about it in terms of lifesteal. Like I said, you could be buffing this guy with the help of your bird watching, but that's not gonna be your main game plan usually, and you could be doing tons and tons of damage with the help of Rest in Peace. Combo this thing twice, and that would be a lot more damage. Basically, it's gonna be 12 minus 3 each time, so technically even 3 bandages in that case could get the job done for you, plus a hero power maybe. Don't forget, you could be using this guy with a few bandages on the opponent's minions as well, because usually the first Wilted Shadow, you kinda want it to die quick, you know? Like, you wanna have it in your rest pool so you can do the Rest in Peace stuff, and it's pretty cool because this guy doesn't even care about taunts, so you could be sniping opponent's stuff with the help of this guy, and you could be very, very flexible with it. And definitely be strategic about how you use your bandages. Like, if you know you're gonna get Resuscitate anyway, maybe use the first few bandages in order to stabilize and buy yourself a few extra turns. For the matchups, we actually have quite a populated list, and here we can see you don't really have any super bad matchups, but technically speaking, Death Knights that can gain tons of health and armor will not gonna be your best friend for the most part. As for the mulligan going first, you're always gonna wanna have a Careless Crafter in your hand for sure. Trusty Fishing Rod is also MVP, straight up Anoyotron can also be great, Bird Watching can help you find your good stuff, Catch of the Day would be the preferable 1-drop to get on your turn 1, Power Word Shield could be a consideration, especially if you already have a good 1-drop, Critter Caretaker could be a keep, but usually it's not that amazing, guys. Like, people do keep it a lot, but as you see, the win rate for keeping it is actually one of the lowest. Look at this, bottom 4 right there, and people still keep it left and right. Same could be said for Bird Watching, but the thing about Bird Watching is you kept Bird Watching because you don't have your good minions already in hand, and that says a lot. So with this deck, I think mulligan win rate is what I should be showing you here, because people definitely do misplay this deck quite often. Resuscitate can also be a pretty good consideration to hold on to. Repackage, however, I don't know, that's kind of messy, honestly. Like, if you held on to Repackage, that probably means you already had a perfect mulligan or something. I don't know, this is kind of messy. Thrive and Shadow could also be a consideration, but usually it's not the best thing to be doing on 2. On the coin, again, we can see Careless Crafter is insane, Anoyotron is great. I don't know what the hell Chill and Vol'jin is doing this high on the mulligan win rate, that makes no sense, so let's go to the kept win rate instead. Bird Watching is still great, even though, it means you didn't get yourself the great minions just yet. Catch of the Day on turn 1 is great still, Power Word Shield can also be awesome, and so on and so forth. All around, the deck is far from simple, but as you see, it is actually pretty cheap. All you need is a Chill and Vol'jin, and no, you cannot get by without Chill and Vol'jin, because he is indeed the tourist card, with which you are getting yourself Catch of the Day, Trusty Fishing Rod, and more importantly, Bird Watching. Hope you found the video helpful, and if you did, a like and subscribe would be great, and I really hope this guide helps you figure out how to play with and especially against this deck. Now, let's check out some of my games on my road back to top 1000 Legend. Hope you enjoy. Not a hunter, this time beast, no doubt.
I will protect the Alliance.
Not sure, Potato. Not sure. Right now the event is really not worth it. The fake 2x on Primal is also not worth it. I don't know. Resuscitate. People win when they keep it a lot, but they don't keep it a lot. I'm gonna try keeping it. Not great. Okay, weapon's nice. I like this. This hand is actually great now. As long as we get the Careless Crafter, it should be fine. Yeah, guaranteed event. More like holding on to it for actual 2x on primals, you know? Want to get myself some mythicals. Coward. The hell plays this? Rush me, dude. It rushed me, dude. Russian roulette. Okay, I would be very happy if we get the Careless Crafter off the top right about now. If I get to resuscitate on curve, that'd be nutty. Coins a Leok for this shit. Good job, man. That's how you play. Close, no cigar. Not a Russia. Well, in that case, just do this and even tempo this. It do be like that, Ravager. What can I say? This deck can suffer from RNG plenty. There you frickin' go. Hey, just do this. What the dog doing? Bunch of free frees wouldn't be so bad right about now. Problem is, if he has the 5-drop... Perfect.
I will hunt you down.
Thanks, man. There you go, enjoy. I had both my resuscitates, so I could have just wasted even all the bandages there and feel great about it. That was just nasty. That was just nasty. A lot of good things happen in this game, though. Being able to resuscitate on 6, still not even on 5, was...
Anduin versus Valera.
Watch your back.
I will protect the Alliance.
Yes, the Rogo. I think I'm gonna toss the whole thing. I'm just gonna hard mulligan for the good stuff, like fishing rods and oils, that kind of stuff. Well, I got the critters, so I'll still play it on turn 1, but it's not what we should be going for, I guess. Place fuel without the Dark Gift. That's interesting. I'd actually rather keep the critter for now. No reason for me to give him a good target for a coin, and also on the resuscitate turn, I'd much rather get myself catch of the day than that shit. Okay, crafter it is. Pretty nice like that. Next turn I can play it.
Then for which piece where no?
Could have played this to activate this, but wasting my coin for that? I don't think so. Fascinating. And now you're trying really playing hard to get there. Should I get the wilted nice and big like this? I could straight up kill this man like that if I get resuscitate on time.
Come closer, critters.
This way next turn I could though go with the grave.
Who could put a price on such powerful artifacts? I could.
Okay, now he makes the trades. I'm still not burning a card, so that's kind of cool. Not the worst thing in the world to get. It is a 4-cost minion, so it's not gonna fuck up resuscitate for me or anything like that. Ooh, this thing already in here. It's kind of cool. Another one. Okay, okay, there's the game plan now. That's a very easy game plan now. Next turn I just need to play Wilted, and as soon as it's dead I revive it twice and start blasting Malfin. But I'd still need to go for turn 8.
I must consider. Come closer, critters.
Let's get rid of this guy. If I get another Cease Careless or one of the resuscitates, it's pretty over.
Are you a fan of knives?
I have the Sleepy if I want to slow ball him. I think I want to slow ball him. No need to rush the guy in that case, since we already don't have the big thing. The big healing more like it. There's another Careless, that's huge. In this case, let's go like this.
Piece where no?
And put this man's out. And as soon as this guy dies, the next turn, I'm gonna be slapping not enough, way things are. But soon I might.
Now this is treasure.
Do you have anything to declare?
I don't like that. That's fucked. I guess Freezing Trap is in the mix there, huh?
I wonder.
Do I even need Resuscitate at this point, or should I just grab Repackage maybe next turn and fuck him over with it? I think I'd try with the Repackage play. Oh, so that's what it was. Interesting. Well, enjoy. Okay. Next turn I can just repackage the shit out of him, and after that... could even just kill him straight up from hand.
I remember this place well.
The bastard doesn't even have enough room to play the thing. Right now I can only deal 23 damage. So let me slow ball him like this.
I wonder.
Alternatively, I could just kill one of these. It's not good enough.
I wonder.
I'll just do this for now. Next turn with the Wilted I could slap a couple of times into something to kill.
All are nourished when the cycle renews.
Rock number 802, welcome to the collection.
Right now it's 2 off lethal. So I think I'm gonna do this. Should I just kill that big guy? It's not a big guy, but you get it. And next turn I revive twice with Rest and Pisses, and that's good enough.
This treasure ain't fit for our planet.
Destroy Bob. For the biggest amount of damage, you hero power first, because this thing does heal him for free, whereas the last healing happens after the champion's already dead, so hero powering first is preferable because it heals for less. Okay, that was kind of straightforward game. Kris Warlock, I'm not sure I'm happy with it. Armor Warlock, probably not happy with it either. Not gonna keep any of these. Looking for an Oyo, for the weapon, for the Caretaker. Not ideal, but could have been worse.
Come closer, critters.
Looks to be quest. Okay, let's try and get the fish. No need to attack even, it's just gonna heal him back.
I'm not afraid of the dark. Better make a good impression.
For Stormwind!
Got myself the rusher. Next turn we get the draw. Hopefully we got ourselves the bandage guy. So far this guy's curving off insanely well, by the way. Getting himself the Spelunker. Getting himself the Cursed Catacombs. Now the 1-drop. I should have swung first.
For Stormwind!
Come closer, critters.
Again, no reason to smack. What's the point of that? Please get 4 drops. Feels like this guy did not get the high roll there. Targets me. Is that the 1-mana draw card? I'm down with it. No, it's a Corpuscle. Did he have enough corpses to get it back? He did. Wow, he got himself 2 expensive shits apparently. Ape errantly. Damn, son. Nutty. Let's see if we can get ourselves the free drop. There we go. There we go. Okay, as soon as it dies, Resuscitate becomes nutty. As soon as both of them die, that is. Both Cursed Catacombs. Well, this guy had a lot of luck on this aspect, not so much on the Solarium aspect, I guess. What you gonna do? Freezes it. I'm not very happy about that, but I'm just gonna go with the sleepy bullshitter then. If that's how you wanna play it. I don't have my wilted yet, so might as well get him. Right now I actually don't need the sleeper. I'm gonna give his crap a little bit of life. Another one, you say. It's kind of interesting too. I'm just getting myself a wilted though. There you go. There you go. What do you mean, potato? How long have you been away from the game? This guy's playing a top meta deck right now. He's discovering basic bitch minions too, though. But yeah, the Wisp is insane in this deck, if that's what you're referring to. I think this is a good enough board to just tempo out one of these bad boys. Enough of that. Yeah. Well, it's a fairly new deck. A month or two old. It's trying to freeze this shit. Little does he know, it also still attacks while being frozen, so if he leaves this alive and I top deck the second, he dead. Yeah. Yeah, imagine potato. I actually played one of those today. Played a little bit of Heroes, free of might and magic. Not gonna lie, the nostalgia really hits nicely with that one. Very nice and nostalgic. Oh, for sure. For sure, Joe. The difference is quite big. And the higher the legend, the more degenerate the decks become, not gonna lie. If I find another Rest and Piss, it's kinda over next turn. There's the second Rest and Piss. So, I'm gonna have to play this crap though. I can heal my face a little. That's about it. I don't want him to stop me from doing what I'm about to do to this man's body. Next turn is double Rest and Piss. A few of these plus hero power. If he leaves this thing, that's also a big no-no. Has to respect everything. But yeah, top 2k legend, it's a little bit more memey, you know, like people are not tryharding as much. Top 1k, still a little bit on the memey side, but you're gonna start seeing a lot more tryhard skill testing decks over there. That kind of stuff, you know. The funny thing about the Critter Taker Caretaker is that it still actually activates the damage, you know? It still activates the damage from the Wilted. That's something I actually failed to realize for a while. He is gonna respect it for just such an occasion. But a little does he know, it's still over as fuck, boy. Over as fuck. Oh, okay, that was actually smart. That was actually smart. One more mana, and this would have been smartened, because I would have been able to do this, plus one rest. Right now, with double rest, it's not enough, so I'm gonna have to do this. I can heal a little. What else should I do? Don't matter. I can even play this thing. Why wouldn't I? Some of these guys actually run silence in their decks. This guy ain't one of them because he already showed the Conflagrate. Stuck at 1800. Just try hard, man. Stick to a strong meta deck and keep on spamming it. And by strong meta deck, I don't mean Murloc Pally. Murloc Pally is a strong meta deck from Diamond to Legend, but in top Legend, Murloc Pally stops working much. Ain't you done? Cute. Alas, it's all ass. Rift so sick. Lupus. It's actually even more damage this way. Done. That wasn't so bad now, was it? Definitely not the most straightforward deck out of the lot, though. Far from it, too. Another Warlock, this time for real, though.
Your soul shall be mine.
Warlock 2.0. Think I'd rather toss the whole lot, even though these two together are not the worst. You know what, I'm gonna hold on to him. Because this guy is not gonna kill this guy on turn 1, probably, unless he gets the Questicle guy, but I don't know. I'm kinda leaning towards holding onto the card draw here, because even with the Holy Smite I could discount a Grave Dawn. We'll see how I go. I'm gonna do it. If he kills it, Trusty Fishing Rod is gonna be trusty still.
I'm not afraid of the dark.
Cool. Pretty good top kick for him, pretty good top kick for me too. Don't want to be using this Holy Smite right now though, because if I do that I won't have a way to discount this if I feel like it. I don't know, I still kind of think the Trusty Fishing Rod is the better play for me next turn. Not that it's super important to discount this thing, don't get me wrong, but I might. Him going face doesn't do jack shit. Yeah, I'm gonna go with weapon here. Feels nice. There you go. Going fast here does matter, because he's not at max already. He ain't maxing. Okay, apparently I'm gonna have to do it myself here, huh? Low roll.
They'll solve a murder mystery.
Okay, that ain't bad. Let me push the tempo. I'd still rather kill it with this. Maybe it was still better to just bird watching though, I don't know.
I'll shelter you. Come closer, critters.
What the fuck am I using this guy for?
My blood boils for war.
Just fun? The fuck I do? What is this fun you speak of? I haven't had fun in like 5 years. Fun, he says. I'm literally just going through all the decks all the time, man. What do you mean? I get 5 wins with something, switch to the next one, rinse and repeat. Bang out videos like there's no tomorrow. Fun, he says. What is this fun you speak of? Is it in the room with us right now? Fun. What do you think this is? You crack me up. Fun, he says. Okay. Careless Caretaker, you say? That ain't bruh. Let's do that then. Careless me sideways.
I'll shelter you.
Fun fact, this guy, if he ain't careful, next turn I might actually kill him. Sneaky like. Sneaky peeky like. Sneaky peeky like. Okay, he was careful. May has Resuscitate. Turn 6 quest played. Not the fastest out of the lot for sure. But yeah, how do I consider what deck to play? I use HS Replay Premium, see what the best decks are out there. And, you know, bang the shit out of them, as one does. Let's put this man's out. I could even kill something if I feel like it, but I don't feel like it. HS Gru also has some nice stats, especially for the top legend plays, so yeah, plenty of resources out there. You can check out my top 5 meta reports as well if you want to know more about decks and whatnot. That kind of stuff, you know? You dig? Die, damn it. Okay, thanks for that. Problem is this man has a lot of damage from hand, not only from the board, so repackage don't feel that hot. Repackage don't feel that hot. Could just get myself a sleepy resident here. Dude has 4 corpses, 1 corpsicle.
I must consider.
There's the sleepy man. Can still go face. Keep the cycle going. Finally, but it's gonna cost me. Shit, ain't I dead? I feel dead there. It's a lot of damage. If he gets lucky with a 4-4. I'm feeling pretty Pepsi Max right about now. Gets the 4-4. Yeah, we dead. Oh well, we tried. That was rough. Resuscitate never coming. Both the Thrives and Shadows never coming. A little bit too much, you know. A little bit too much. But yeah, deck is definitely pretty solid if you know how to play it. It can do some pretty nasty things, that's for sure. Definitely would recommend if you were up for a challenge to play something different.